How breaking old habits and conquering loneliness will change his life. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a loop? Like no matter how hard you try, you keep making the same mistakes, falling into the same patterns, and losing what matters most, whether it's relationships, your peace of mind, or even self-respect. It's as if something inside you is holding you back, and no matter how much you fight, you keep losing. This is a struggle that many men face. He's been there. Repeating the same bad habits, trapped in cycles of self-doubt, dealing with emotions he doesn't know how to express, and driven by the fear of being alone. He might tell himself that he's okay, that he's strong enough to push through. But deep down, he knows the truth. He can't keep going like this. He's been losing for so long, but the good news? He doesn't have to keep losing. How can he break free? Let's talk about how breaking old habits and conquering the fear of loneliness can change everything. The weight of old habits. Old habits can feel like chains, pulling him down every time he tries to move forward. For years, he relied on certain things to feel better. Maybe it's alcohol, toxic relationships, or self-destructive behavior. He might have convinced himself that these habits didn't have much of an impact. But deep down, he knows they've been quietly eating away at him. Alcohol, for example, is a powerful crutch. It numbs the pain temporarily, but always leaves a trail of destruction in its wake. It damages relationships, clouds judgment, and breaks down self-respect. Every time he picks up that bottle, he's reinforcing a version of himself that doesn't align with who he truly wants to be. Old habits aren't just about one bad choice here and there. They're about repeated patterns that end up defining who he is. And those patterns, they're destructive. They keep him stuck in cycles of self-sabotage, preventing him from becoming the man he's meant to be. The fear of loneliness. But there's another monster lurking in the shadows. The fear of loneliness. For a long time, he didn't want to face it. The thought of being alone with no one to turn to was almost too much to bear. So, he stayed in relationships that weren't good for him, continued toxic cycles, and kept pushing forward, afraid of that empty feeling creeping in. Loneliness is terrifying. We're social creatures, and the fear of being alone taps into a deep-seated vulnerability. But here's where he's been mistaken. Being alone doesn't have to mean feeling alone. It's the fear that keeps him trapped, and as long as he keeps running from it, he'll never truly grow. The real issue isn't loneliness itself, it's how he's been handling it. Instead of facing the discomfort of solitude, he's been filling the void with things that don't serve him. Alcohol, unhealthy relationships, or distractions that only provide temporary relief. But here's the truth. If he doesn't face this fear head-on, if he keeps running from it, it will continue to define his choices and his future. Letting go, the key to moving forward. If he wants to stop losing and start living, there's only one thing left to do. Let go of the old habits and break free from the fear of loneliness. Letting go isn't easy. It's uncomfortable. It's a daily battle of making the right choice, even when everything inside him wants to revert back to what's familiar. But here's the good news. When he does this, when he finally chooses to let go, everything starts to change. Here's how. He regains control. He stops letting his old habits dictate his actions. The bottle, the toxic relationships, the unhealthy distractions, they don't control him anymore. He gets to decide who he is and what his future looks like. He learns to be okay with himself. He begins to enjoy his own company. No more filling the void with distractions or running from himself. Alone doesn't mean less than. It means freedom. It means space to rediscover who he is, what he wants, and what he truly needs. He attracts better relationships. When he works on himself and commits to his own growth, he will naturally attract better, more fulfilling connections. No more settling for relationships that drain him. He'll start drawing in people who respect him, who see his worth, and who want to grow alongside him. He finds inner peace. The chaos, the noise, the constant self-doubt. When he lets go of his old habits, he finds clarity. He realizes that everything he's been searching for was within him all along. And that peace? It's worth more than any temporary escape. A new beginning. The man who has been stuck in the cycle of old habits and fear of loneliness, he's not the man who's going to rise from this. That version of him? He's done. The version of him that keeps losing is a chapter that's closing. And the best part? He gets to write the next chapter. Now, it's time for him to decide. Will he keep holding on to the old habits that have been keeping him down, or will he choose to step into the life he deserves? The road ahead won't be easy, but it will be worth it. When he chooses to let go of those old habits and face the fear of loneliness, he will see that life opens up in ways she couldn't have imagined. There's freedom, peace, and true connection waiting for him. So what will it be? Will he continue to lose, or will he rise and become the man he's always known he could be? The power is in his hands. The choice is his. And the change? It starts now. Thank you for watching. If this video spoke to you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on growth, mindset, and transformation. Your support helps this channel grow and reach more people who need this message. Hit the bell so you'll never miss an update.